Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sylvanus, health and fitness coach. I've got a very interesting topic today, but before I start, let me just make this clear. All the content on this channel is for educational and informational purposes. It's not intended to cancel what your doctor tells you. It's just for you to have a knowledge of what you're meant to eat and how this would make you a healthier person. Also guys, if this is the first time you're coming to this channel, don't forget, please touch the subscribe button and share this video to whoever may need it. So I've had this question in the past. People ask me what to eat to get more blood in their body. So let's just go through it quickly. So to get more blood, you need to consume food high in iron. So iron is a mineral that we get from vegetables and from animal sources as well. So when you consume the iron goes into your body from the food you've consumed. The iron, your body converts it into hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is a protein in red blood cells that transfers oxygen from your lungs to your tissues, and then so that's how you get more blood. But this could be, if you have a low blood, it could be more than that because there's other things involved. But I'm just looking at it from the very simplistic point of view. So we have two types of iron, right? We have heme iron and non-heme iron. And what you need to know is that heme iron is easily absorbable in the body and is from animal sources. So we're talking about things like red meat, like beef, and things like organ meats like liver and kidney, mussels, clams, octopus, oysters, fatty fish like sardines and mackerel, egg yolks. These are all animal sources and they're called heme iron and they're easily absorbable by the body. You also have iron from plant sources like spinach, kale and Swiss chard. These are from plants. They are less absorbable compared to the animal sources, and they have another problem of oxalates. Oxalates is a compound on the plant that when you eat it, the oxalates can prevent the iron from being absorbed. So apart from the fact that they have less absorption compared to the animal sources, you have a compound on these plants that even make it worse, prevent the absorption of iron. So if you're eating only the plant sources of iron, you're most likely to get an iron deficiency only. However, to combat the problem of oxalates, you can cook the vegetable. When you cook it, you reduce the amount of oxalates. You also reduce the amount of other nutrients, but not so much of the iron. But you reduce the amount of oxalates. And if you also mix it with something high in vitamin C like lemons, that would increase the the availability of the iron in the spinach. So if you are only eating plant sources of, say, from vegetables, of food from iron, let's say you're a vegan, you want to eat spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and you want to cook them and eat them with lemons or oranges maybe, so you can get your iron source from that. You can also get it from other plant sources like dried fruits like raisins and prunes. You can also get it from lentils, beans, chickpeas, seeds and nuts. But the other problem with lentils and legumes, peas, seeds and nuts is that they have another compound on them called phytates, and these phytates also can prevent the absorption of iron into your body. One thing you can do to counter that is by soaking them overnight, reduce the phytates content, or maybe give them a little bit of heat, it reduce the phytic acid content. So that's it. If you consume animal sources of iron, you get your iron. These are the best sources of iron. But if you're a vegan or vegetarian, you probably would be eating more of the plant sources, so you want to mix. You want to cook your spinach or your kale or your Swiss chard. You want to cook it a bit, and you want to mix it with a citrus fruit like lemon, and then in that way you can get your iron. However, if you're not a vegan, you can mix these foods, so the animal sources, with the spinach and kale and Swiss chard. Eat them together, it makes you get more iron as well. Also, if you are low in blood, you want to eat foods high in vitamin B9, vitamin B12, vitamin C, copper and zinc. But then all these foods that I've said have all those nutrients in them. All these foods, if you eat them regularly, you should be able to get to boost up your blood count. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.